Namaste. Very good evening to all. Welcome to Yoga Scholars. And today we are starting a very unique series, which series which we believe that it will give you a fair understanding about what we are trying to achieve through the integration of other systems of medicine, the alternate systems of medicine. So this series is called the Patients Advocacy for the Integrative Healthcare. In this series, the participants will be sharing their own experiences of alternate medicines and how it impacted their life. So today I'll introduce you with today's guest, Mr. Vipul Goyalji. So Vipul Goyalji is diagnosed with LGMD type 2A. LGMD stands for limb girdle muscular dystrophy. This is a term for a group of diseases that cause weakness and wasting of the muscles in the arms and legs. The muscles most affected are those which are closest to the body. So Vipul Goyalji has gone through the hydrotherapy with the treatment of hydrotherapy. And now I would request him to share his experience and enlighten us about how this part of therapy helped him to overcome. Over to you, sir, please.
Thank you. Thank you. As Nishantji has introduced me, I am Vipul and suffering from, yes, LGMD type 2A, that is called calpinopathy. I am 63 now. So you can very well understand that at the age of 63, I have been able to maintain status quo so far. That is because of so many things, I would say, right from taking yoga, pranayam, then nature cure, I have been taking for a quite long time at Pudukkottai. That was also quite helpful. Then physiotherapy regularly I am doing. Yoga and pranayam is definitely a part my way of life. And now, of course, we have introduced at our center hydrotherapy. Hydro, as we all know, it's water therapy. We have got a beautiful hydrotherapy pool at our center. And I have been taking hydrotherapy for quite some time. I can say that hydro is definitely very, very effective as far as your muscle tone is concerned. One thing is that once you are inside the water, the fear goes. हम लोगों के साथ सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम ये होती है कि हम लोगों को गिरने का डर रहता है और मस्कुलर डिस्ट्रॉफी के साथ जैसा कि मैं पहले भी एक दो बार गिर चुका हूं और एक बार तो टिबिया एंड फिबुला अपनी तोड़वा चुका हूं तो एक साल पूरा बेड पे रहा और वो डेफिनेटली जब हम नॉर्मल थेरेपी ले रहे होते हैं या चल रहे होते हैं तो गिरने का डर होता है उससे रिकवर हो गया रिकवर होने के बाद अगेन आई स्विच्ड ओवर टू फिजियोथेरेपी फिजियोथेरेपी रेगुलर लेना बहुत ज़रूरी है अगर फिजियो और हाइड्रो आप नहीं ले रहे हो तो डेफिनेटली ये बीमारी ही ऐसी है इसमें फर्दर डिटीरियोरेशन होना स्वाभाविक है इट्स ए प्रोग्रेसिव डिसऑर्डर एज वी ऑल नो तो व्हाट आई हैव गॉट नाउ आफ्टर टेकिंग हाइड्रोथेरेपी once I was inside the temperature controlled hydrotherapy pool after taking therapy inside the water my therapist could give me a longer stretch to my body which is painless and as compared to hydro physio it is definitely absolutely there is no pain at all that is one thing and because of that you can give longer stretch to your muscles After then, I could feel that I am able to, after taking hydro, when I used to go for physiotherapy, I could feel that my, sorry, my muscles, which could not touch 90-degree, my hands could touch 90-degree after that. And that was painless. Because of that, I was able to stand for a very long time, which I could not do earlier. That is the effect of because of hydrotherapy. I think this is for the first time this kind of interaction is taking place. It should have been earlier. You should have done these kind of Zoom meetings earlier as well. But yes, it is never late. We should have series of meeting with lot of patients. I think बहुत से patients हमारे पास आए हैं, not only of muscular dystrophy, but people, those who are having uh, any kind of ortho related problem, उनकी legs में fracture हुआ है या back pain है, when they go and take hydrotherapy, they feel phenomenal results. So I would recommend that people having any kind of neuro-related problem or ortho-related problem, if recommended by the doctors and some kind of specialists, I recommend. Personally, by doing it myself, it is, the results are amazing and phenomenal. That's all I would like to say. Any questions from your side, you can ask me and I will elaborate on that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing your experience. So if you can elaborate a little more about how was your journey of treatment, how you began, after the disease, how you began with the medication, and then how you reached up to the point of hydrotherapy. So if you can reveal that journey.
I would like to, thank you so much. I would like to say from the beginning, when it was diagnosed, I think I was hardly 14 or 15 years of age. And at the point blank range, I was told by some doctor I would not name that there is no cure. And once you get this kind of answer, it is very difficult to come out of it. And once from the medical fraternity, once you get these kind of answers, you definitely, generally you give up. So after then, lot of people, lot of friends, lot of, I would say, my relations and my parents, of course, they just came and they said, you go ahead and we should not give up. And by accepting the problem, things were better and better in my life. I was told around 10 years later that, look, if you keep on doing therapy, physiotherapy, your status quo can be maintained and this problem can be, we can prolong the problem. But that was after 10 years. By that time, we were living with this idea only, is that there is no cure. We have to live with it like this only. It's a progressive disorder. It will be progressing, and one fine morning, we have to be bedridden and so on. Like it happens with most of the patients which we receive at our center. They come so depressed with these kind of answers only when they get from the, I'm sorry to say that from the doctors, they said there is no cure. So my submission is that they should be told the way I was told after 10 years of my long interval. Had it not been 10 years back, I would have been much, much better even now. So it should be, counseling part is very, very important. We should recommend for such kind of patients for a thorough counseling of patients and parents both. which we are doing it right now at our center. And to deliver this news, we take roughly 10 to 15 days to parents that although there is no cure, we do not give them false hopes. We always tell them, look, you have to live with it. But if you keep on doing physiotherapy and of course yoga pranayam and diet chart, of course, and I would recommend nature cure also, you can maintain status quo and lead almost a normal life. Once you are on your wheelchair, and that too a motorized wheelchair, you are partially independent. And if we assess a normal person or a person with disability, there is only one difference. Right from morning till evening, otherwise it is the same routine. We require some kind of help in the morning for getting freshen up. We require our helper to help us. And then in the evening time or maybe in between also once or twice we require help. But otherwise we live our journey, live our day's journey in a very comfortable manner. I would like to tell and share with you is that I'm running my own business, given employment to around 20-25 people, giving tax in a very, I would say, respectable manner. And I'm married. I'm having a son. Married 19 years back, I got married. And my son is now in 12th class, so around 17 years of age, normal person. So I mean to say, you can lead almost a normal life if you do not give up, your morals are up, and you do not live with this idea only that there is no cure. Oh, there are so many things. There are so many diseases which has got no answer in the medical side, but still they give hope. We would request people to expedite the research part, yes, but by the time there is a research is going on, not only in our country, but the entire world, especially in European countries and in US and everywhere. So you should not give up. As I have said that you should plan your diet properly. You should get in touch with a good counselor if you are going into depression. Then of course you require regularly, religiously, I would use the word, physiotherapy. And then above that, more than that, I would recommend hydrotherapy is very important. So if you keep on doing it, physiotherapy, hydrotherapy, and then yoga, pranayam, and proper diet chart, if you're following, I think you can lead almost a normal life. That is my experience sharing with you. And we are now running a very big center called Integrated Muscular Dystrophy Rehabilitation Center. We have got a beautiful team under the guidance of Madam Urmila Baldiji, and dedicated, selfless members are there, and not only from our country, but people from all over the Southeast Asia. They are coming to our center for, I would say, therapy, because right now there is no known cure. Therapy is the only answer. And yes, we are lucky that at our center we are providing them physio and hydro both. And also we are giving them a beautiful accommodation, diets, and of course outings. That brings a overall change in their personality and looking after their lives with a different perspective. It is altogether changed once they come to the center. This is what we are doing and we are following it. My story is like this only. I'm one of the examples sitting in front of you. as I've said that I'm 60 plus, having a wonderful life, no regrets, and there will be, God willing, no regrets in future as well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for inspiring us. One question I would like to ask you, sir.
Yeah.
You, because this, our Facebook page is seen by many doctors and the policymakers, and you have experienced this integration of alternative systems of medicine. You have named yoga, naturopathy, and the hydrotherapy also. So how you can put your thoughts on the integration of these alternate systems of medicine for the treatment of uh, this muscular dystrophy and the other diseases also. What are your thoughts on this? This thought about the integration of the best of the alternative systems of medicine and putting them together, and how it can benefit to the participants and the patients. I would like to know your views on this because you have experienced the same.
Yeah, as I told you earlier also, is that I have been doing this nature cure also. I have been to Pudukkottai in down south. I was there taking all the therapies over there. Then, of course, diet chart I am following. Then alternative therapies, my physio and hydro is there. So I think we should not look at only one science. We should just see and keep our doors open for other sciences also to just come and do their part for on all kind of problems, which are of course incurable, like muscular dystrophy. As I have been doing all these things, and the total outcome of these kind of things which I have been following in my life, the results are phenomenal. And I would recommend that, I would suggest that anybody, whosoever is suffering from any kind of problem, should go in for other things also, and you should try. Yeah, I think it will benefit by and large to the people as it has benefited me.
Thank you, sir. So I believe that people who are watching this can understand the integration of how these different systems of medicine can help them, not just in physically but mentally also, and they can increase the willpower also, because from your discussion, from your talks, I can draw that willpower is very important. Plays a big role.
Certainly, willpower is very important. One should not give up, keep morals up, and definitely people, those who are associated with them, parents, friends, and whosoever, they should definitely just see that they are also as nice human being as anybody is. So just give them love and affection. And they are also contribute to the society they can.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for inspiring us and giving such nice talks. Thank you for being with us, sparing your time.
Thank you.
Have a good evening, sir.
Thank
Namaste.
you. Privilege is all mine. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.